Yo, welcome back, everybody. Good morning. Hope you guys are having a great day. I have 3 free picks for you guys for tomorrow's primetime NFL game against the New York Giants versus the Philadelphia Eagles. First of all, though, before I get started and drop those picks for you guys, don't forget to lock it in with BETR. BETR is giving you guys $10 for free on sign up plus up to a $200 bonus cash on your first deposit. And if you guys haven't seen yet or haven't used BETR yet before, they just dropped a social sports book now live in over 25 states where you can play money lines, spreads, total points, etc. So if you guys are looking for a one-stop shop app that has it all, player props and money lines and spreads, BETR is your app to go to. My link will be in my description. All you got to do is sign up using code Viper25, and you will get those $10 for free and all the way up to a $200 bonus cash on your first deposit. Go ahead and lock it in, guys. Also, for the remainder of the week, they are giving away, well, I guess at least for tomorrow, they are giving away a Jackson Dart free pick. So all you have to do is sign up using code Viper25, and you will receive not only $10, but you will also get the Jackson Dart free pick for over half a passing yard. And yes, you can use those $10 for this pick. So go ahead and lock it in, guys. It's a no-brainer. All right, yeah, let's get started. First up is going to be Theo Johnson. We all know Malik Neighbors tore his ACL. He's out for the season. And it looks like Theo Johnson is the one that's been stepping up for Jackson Dart. So we're going to have Theo Johnson for over 29.5. Now, I believe in other apps, they have him for 31.5, which is still pretty good. So we're going to still lock that in. Here it's telling us 29.5, but you might have him on PrizePicks or on BETR. You might have him for 31.5, which is still a lock. Lock that in. As you guys can see, in his last 5 games, Theo hasn't really been too good, facing a little bit better defenses. But in his last 10 games, ranging from last year, he was pretty good. He was a constant target head-to-head. They haven't played this year. And then in the season, he set this for 40%. But with Jackson Dart being in and Russell Wilson being out, Jackson Dart will have his favorite picks. So there you go, guys. Last game on Sunday, he went for 2 touchdowns. Maybe you want to put him for a touchdown, but I think the receiving yards are a little bit safer. So that's lock number 1. Let's go ahead and lock it in. The Philadelphia Eagles defense is, for the most part, pretty good, but they do give up chunk plays in the secondary. So like the safeties are they're not the best. They're still getting acclimated to the team, but I think Theo Johnson can exploit that, and he will get over 30 yards for sure. All right, cool. So moving on to our second pick is going to be A.J. Brown for over 59.5. In other apps like BETR, they have him for over 62.5. That's what they have him on BETR. Other apps have him at 59.5. As you guys can see here, Sleeper for 175, so that's pretty good value there. I think A.J. Brown is going to go off this game. Last game, he wasn't too bad. It was more Devontae Smith who was getting most of the targets and the long receptions. But because A.J. Brown's frustration, obviously he's been outspoken about it against the Giants. He always usually does pretty good. As you guys can see here, head-to-head, he had 89 last year with a few touchdowns, I believe. He had 1 touchdown. But he always, man-to-man coverage on A.J. Brown is never a good thing. So we'll see how they play him. But we're going to have him for over 59.5. Like I said, some apps have them at 62. You should still be pretty good. This could also be a demon if you're doing it on PrizePicks, so you should be fine. In his last 10 games, obviously he sucked. Against the Rams, he had 109. Last 10 games, so it hasn't been a good start of the season for AJ. But hopefully, after the talk that they've had, he locks it in and gets over 60 receiving yards. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to our third pick of the day for tomorrow's primetime game. But before I do that, I want to give a quick shout out to Chalkboard. Chalkboard is giving away $20 for free on sign up, no deposit necessary. All you have to do is use code Viper. The link will be in my description, so you make sure you lock that in. $20 for free on sign up. We'll talk over it. Chalkboard has this pretty neat perk where they give you what they call them, like bonus packs every single day, and that pack can have like a $10 payout boost, $20 payout, 20% payout boost, even all the way up to I've seen 50%. Or if maybe just on a player like for example, AJ Brown, 10% payout boost, that'll boost your chances of getting a higher payout. So make sure you guys lock it in with Chalkboard. That is free money, no deposit necessary. All right, guys. All right, moving on to our final pick of the day for tomorrow's primetime game is going to be Jalen Hurts for over 1.5 passing touchdowns. As you guys can see, in his last 5 games, he's hit this for a 60% clip. In his last 10 games, he's 50%. Obviously, a very small sample size for this season. Head-to-head from last year, we only had one. Current season, 60%. And then last season, he was 42%. But like I said, Cam Patullo is more of a passing coordinator, so look for the passing game to continue to be strong. And Jalen Hurts has saw a pass touchdown to Dallas Goedert last week and the week before against Tampa Bay. So this is a lock for me, guys. Jalen Hurts has failed to exceed 1.5 passing touchdowns in 4 of his last 5 games. So like we said, he's only against LA, he had 3, against Tampa Bay, he had 2, and then last week against Denver, he had 2. So, guys, there you go. That is all I got for you guys tonight for tomorrow's primetime game. So check it out. AJ Brown, 62.5. Theo Johnson, I just seen they updated it back down to 29.5. So that should be a little lower. And then Jalen Hurts boosted 1.5 passing touchdowns. This will be a 4X. So do with that what you will. Remember, bet responsibly, play responsibly. Nothing is ever guaranteed. Anything can happen in the NFL and in sports betting in general. So that is all I got for you guys for tomorrow's NFL primetime game. Let's lock it in, guys. It's cash.